What's the situation?
Not good. Another 2 of us have been turned into hamsters. The town is a nightmare in pink. The resistance has collapsed and the lower town is more like a ghost town. The Van Buren girl is transforming everything that is in her mother's way. There's nothing we can do to stop it. How's our patient doing? Come on, Wilbur. You can't go on like this. You've been lying there for days. We need your help.
I've already helped enough.
How many times have I told you it wasn't your fault? But even if that's what you want to believe, please help us sort out this mess. We have to get the wand of Van Buren's daughter and find a way to destroy it. And none of us knows about magical wands. You're the only one who does.
I don't know a thing about magic. I just waved a magic wand around and if all went well, I was able to light a fire. A little girl could transform entire cities with the same wand.
But you still know more about magic than we do. And then there's your legendary ingenuity.
Where did it get me? I killed the Archmage and plunged the world into chaos.
The world is always in chaos. And Alistair might still be alive.
But why would Van Buren leave the Archmage alive?
Why not? She feels invincible and is keeping him as a trophy. Van Buren has turned his school hall into a headquarters because the Archmage's office in the Mage Tower is hiding from her. And all the rat holes in the school have been blocked off, so we don't know what is going on in there.
You gave me the wand back in the day. Where did you get it?
I'm on my way there now to look for clues as to how it can be destroyed. Will you come with me?
I can't. I'd just make things worse.
No, you wouldn't. And you've wallowed in self-pity for long enough.
Hey.
There's no place for layabouts or cowards in the Resistance.
That's not...
Yeah? It's not what, Wilbur?
You're right. I'll go back to the White Ridge Mountains.
Fine. Then go home and wait until the war comes to you. But my ring stays here.
Hey, don't! Ah! Ah!
If you want to know what's going on with the wand, find me at the entrance to the lower caves.
Alrighty. So yeah, lots of things happening. Last time, I think that Nate is probably gonna get to Seastone because he went somewhere. He was like, it's all girly and like pink and like what? I love the fact that there's something about the wand that is weird. Like, it's the wand that is weird, right? And look at all this stuff underneath Seastone. Like, what?
The cook hasn't left my side for a moment. Rémi probably told her to watch me. I think she's a little cuckoo. She mumbles to herself all the time. Hello.
My God, oh God! My, how you've grown!
I'm, Wilbur.
Stu,
You're the cook, and your name is Stu. Isn't that kind of metaphysical? In a cosmos composed of names, billions upon billions of names, you, a cook, are named Stu. Destiny? Fate? Blind chance? Mere coincidence? A fine kettle of fish, indeed.
no such thing as coincidence. Cause, effect, that's all. Ethel's my name. Want some stew?
So you're the cook here in the rats camp?
Yes. I am good at mixing things. Was a lab rat for years.
You worked in a lab?
For a mad alchemist, until it got too dangerous. Wanted me to trial a face cream that would make you look 10 years younger. I was only 2 at the time.
Oh, right. I get it.
From then on, I tried to be really stupid, attempted to fail at every experiment. The question is, if one tries to fail and is successful doing that, has one really failed?
Can I ask what happened to your leg? An alchemistical accident?
No, I gnawed it off myself.
What?
Down there in the cave. You'd have done the same, ooh.
Somehow I just really doubt that.
There are monsters there, I'm telling you, and they've got it in for us. If you have to choose between your leg and your life, then you nibble.
If you know a lot about alchemy, then you can brew potions, right? Like shrinking potions, for example.
Oh, don't hold much store by magic potions. People start craving them. Start with weak potions from itsy-bitsy little vials, then at some point they aren't enough anymore. Suddenly it's got to be small potions, then medium, then large, then epic.
A single vial that would shrink me back to the size of a rat would be enough for me.
Oh, no, much too dangerous.
What are you cooking?
Stew. It's always stew.
Tasty. What kind?
It's always the same, has been for years, but new things are added every day, whatever happens to appear. If you want stew, come back later, it isn't ready yet.
I couldn't help but notice that you, sometimes mumble to yourself.
I'm thinking.
Well, most people do that silently.
Ah, because they aren't thinking properly. You aren't asking the pertinent questions.
For example?
If glue sticks to anything, then why doesn't it stick to the inside of the glue tube? Why do noses run, but feet smell? Why is abbreviation such a long word?
I, don't know.
You see, you take these things for granted, but it's completely mad.
I love her. I love her.
Perhaps one can ask oneself too many questions. What do you reckon?
If a theatre has been filled to the last seat, who has this last seat been reserved for? And how did the inventor of the clock know what time it is?
How do you come up with these things?
There are unanswered questions all around us, and no one is doing anything about it. If you eat pasta first, then antipasta, have you eaten anything at all?
Maybe you shouldn't ask yourself all those questions. Or, at least, not all at once.
Oh, it can do your head in. Was on the brink of creating a self-help group, but then I thought, self-help group, isn't that a contradiction in itself?
Yeah, maybe some questions don't need to be answered.
But are we not here to answer questions? That's why I love alchemy. It gets to the bottom of life's deepest ones.
It was nice to have met you, Ethel.
Knew you already. You lay in Timmy's bed for days. Why? Wasn't your fault what happened to the Archmage?
You think? Imagine if a few rats were to die because it turned out that, in reality, you couldn't cook. How would you feel?
Not good. I'd blame myself, which feels stupid. But Monsieur de Dumas requests your assistance. You can't leave him in the lurch.
I tried to help last time too, and it ended in disaster. Who can say that it won't happen again?
Questions, tricky questions.
Who says it will happen again?
Maybe if I'm very careful... Ouch!
If you want something to eat, ask.
If I was still small as a rat, I could easily leave the caves. The rats have their secret entrances to the city everywhere. The little guy seems to be doing well. He gets fed regularly, has his own swing. Not a bad life. I don't get to say this often, but I'm too big for that.
He's totally happy about that.
When the candle is lit, it doesn't just provide light, it also warms your feet when you're rat-sized and lying in Timmy's bed. I don't think Ethel would be thrilled if I just took the candle. The crook brought me the water skin on the second day. It was high time too. I was dying of thirst. It's It's made of rubber. That's pretty unusual. Water skins are usually made from everyday materials, such as animal stomachs and the like. Not something exotic like rubber.
That's actually a balloon, but sure.
I don't know how long I lay there. It must have been days. The rats were very kind to me, talking to me and offering me stuff to eat. That just made things worse. If they told me off, I might not have felt so guilty. My own bed is waiting for me in the... If only I could hide myself away there and not come out until I know what to do.
I like to do that often too. Sadly, it doesn't work that way.
What's this? Some kind of little bag. I'll take it with me. This must be garbage from the upper town. The tableware might not be the latest word in fashion, but it's perfectly fine, apart from the leftovers. No, I think I'll just leave it there. The plates are covered in greasy leftover sauce, and I'm not a fan of washing up. Especially when I didn't even dirty them myself.
Yeah.
The bit of sewer pipe is so heavy that it's sunk halfway into the ground over the years. Not surprising, really. The ground here isn't stone, it's firmly trodden waste. I wonder where the pipe comes from. Seastone is known, or shall we say, infamous, for not having any sewers to speak of. Maybe someone wanted to change that, and this is both the beginning and the end of their efforts.
Maybe.
There's a few artificial columns and arches here, as well as natural caves. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some mining done here once. Maybe I can get a better view from up there. Yep, definitely better. Not decisively, though.
What?
The moon is shining through the hole. That could be my way out of here. If the situation in Seastone really is as dismal as Rémi says it is, I'll have to be very careful once I leave the hole. That said, first, I gotta get up there. Looks like, a V-belt? I wonder how it got up there. Nah, clearly out of my reach.
What? Got inflated rubber hose, empty little sack, and a paper hat. Ah. Oh yeah, lost my wand again.
A fur collar that looks almost new. Why would you throw something like that away? One could have given it to the poor, or even left it on the chinchillas. That's, all I wanted.
Can go into... Oh, there's lots of places we can go. Oh, we can look at cables. We can go to lots of different places. Cool. Alright, where should we start? We should start by looking at this. Look at the cables, Wilbur.
Couple of power lines. They lead through the ceiling somewhere up there. One strand goes into the rats' camp, the other leads down towards the junkyard.
Okay, but what's what? Let's go to the climb the rubbish heap. Whee!
Hey, that's a night that says knee. A huge mountain of rubbish, tons of it. And I just happened to find a carved figurine of my very favourite hero. It's a sign. I've read all your stories. He was brave and proud, and he never gave up. Because of you, I wanted to experience adventure and left the White Ridge Mountains. And you were only a story.
Yay! Or something. Ooh, a bell.
A bell. I guess it's there to get people's attention.
For what?
Which is usually what bells are for.
True. But whose attention?
Should I ring it or not? Do I really want the attention of someone up there? But the hole seems to be the only way if I ever want to get out of here.
Yes? Are you finally finished?
Bill? That you?
Weathervane, a black cat must have crossed my path.
Yes, it's me. Could you maybe loan me a rope?
No way, you're a wanted criminal. There are posters of you up all over.
How's it look up there? How are things in town?
Dreadful. Not a customer in sight. It's almost as bad as during the war. I should have known. Politicians are bad for business. Every last one of them.
No matter what they say, I didn't kill the Archmage.
Anyone with any brains knows that. You couldn't have harmed a hair on the Archmage's head, even if you wanted to. But as long as that's the official version of the story, I'd rather not think about it out loud.
There are posters of me hanging everywhere.
Here, not a bad likeness if you ask me.
Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. I don't stink. Or if I do, it's only because I spent a few days in bed.
I told them if they wanted to catch you, they'd have to put a serious bounty on your head.
Would you betray me?
If the price is right, sure. But until then, I'm keeping my head down, like everyone else who's got any sense. Well, you gotta be smart these days, or you'll end up running around in a pink tutu, or worse.
Come on, get me out of here, Bill. I won't cause any trouble.
That'd be a first.
Please, I want to leave town.
Don't blame you, but it's too risky. If Van Buren catches me, she'll probably turn me into a pink, doe-eyed petting lamb.
Come on, for old time's sake.
I'm not putting my neck on the line for you. Ask your friends, those darn rats.
Okay.
Bill?
Bye.
Bill, are you there? He'll never help me unless there's a juicy profit in it for him.
Very true. Alright, next is the lit area.
Wow!
Oh, it's a
A
workshop.
workshop worthy of a gnome. I wonder whose it is.
Yeah, it's like a gnome workshop.
Everything down here is old and used. Some of it's pretty strange too. But every single thing now has a second life and a new task. Everything down here is old, but Oh, this is a clock cuckoo's nest. They are so rare. They build their nests in human houses and disguise them as clocks. When the homeowners aren't looking, they fly around and steal cookies and other treats. Although it looks more like a replica of a clock cuckoo's nest. There are people who actually hang these things in their living rooms. The clock isn't ticking. Presumably it can be wound through the little hexagonal hole in the dial if you have the right key. The clock isn't ticking. As a gnome, I can recognize what that is immediately. A garbage sucker, which sucks garbage in the front and blows it out the back. Some might wonder why, but good inventors never ask such questions.
Completely useless.
A small box with a switch on it. I will resist.
No.
Well, alright. That could be the best machine ever built. Just one more time.
It's so worthlessly fun. Uselessly fun. Oh my god.
Oh. This thing has way too many cogwheels, levers and gauges for me. All of the other members of my family would definitely know what to do with this. But all I ever wanted to do was magic. Some sort of machine. And since I'm not only a flop at magic, but also know absolutely nothing about technology, I have no idea what it's for. Works!
Okay.
This is the strangest rock I've ever seen. It glitters and it glows a little. That thing looks magical to me. I don't want anything to do with it. That thing... 2 power cables have been connected here. Not very professionally, I'd say. I'd better leave it alone. 2 power cables... That thing looks magical to me. Why build something out of wood when you can build it out of iron? That was one of my granddad's favourite sayings. That philosophy brought me iron toys, iron shoes for the garden, and lucky, my iron horse. Someone took the trouble to cut the boards and I don't need them at the moment.
Meh.
Boiler, combustion chamber, flywheel, a steam engine, clearly. The steam engine is probably supposed to power the strange machine next to it. Doesn't look like it ever did though. The engineer must have run into a snag. The steam engine doesn't look... Electrical cable. This workshop is amazingly well equipped, considering it was built from scrap. No idea why they're there. Best leave them alone. I had a few shocking experiences with electricity back home. some sort and...
Okay. I think we have looked at everything, so we can go out now. Alright, so we have this cave left, which is where Rémi is.
Ah, Wilbur, there you are. Have you changed your mind?
No. I just want to get out of here.
Highly regrettable.
What do you want down there in that dark hole?
I found your wand down there years ago. My grandfather, a true rat adventurer of lore, climbed into that hole just to find out what was down there. When he didn't return, everyone thought he was dead, apart from me.
You followed him?
Despite all the warnings, but I didn't find him. Instead, I found a wand. Just as I began examining it, a terrifying ghost set upon me and I fled. I don't know why I took the wand with me. Perhaps it wanted to be taken. When a little gnome came down to our town some years later with big ideas of becoming a mage...
I was very proud of my wand and... Oh. How did the magic wand get there? And whose was it?
I don't know. There are old ruins down there, and lots of terrible tales. If I can find out whose wand it is, then perhaps I can find a way to break its power.
The wand. It began behaving weirdly a few days earlier. I thought I was getting better at magic. I should have paid more attention.
And Alistair should have examined it more closely. And I shouldn't have asked you to build the golem. No one is to blame for what happened, or we're all to blame, whichever way you choose to see it. What is important is that we get up and go again.
No, it's crucial that we think first. The last time I just carried on, and we know how that ended up. Rémi, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me.
You saved Timmy's life. You kept us rats fed when there was nothing left to eat. There's no need for you to thank me.
I'd like to help you again, but I can't.
You can, but perhaps you need time to remember that.
The wand. Something's wrong with it. It's too powerful.
How do you mean?
Magic is nothing else than focusing the ambient magic around us and then using it. Good mages can also cast minor spells without wands, but most need wands to focus the magic.
And particularly powerful ones focus the magic particularly well.
Yes, and the most powerful not only focus it, they also amplify it. But up there in the staff room, it was different. The Archmage cast spells, Monkus cast spells.
Right. Where did all the energy come from needed to break down his magical defenses?
I agree. It's almost as if the wand itself were a source of magical energy. But I've never heard of anything like that.
Another reason to get to the bottom of things.
Ooh.
One more reason not to rush into things. This is too big for us, Rémi.
Pah!
Too big for Wilbur Weathering.
This ghost that followed you back then, do you think it's still down there?
I haven't dared return to the darkness for years because I'm convinced of it.
Then maybe you shouldn't go back down there.
Perhaps you're right, but someone's got to go and find out what's going on with that wand, right?
Rémi?
Courage and conviction, Wilbur. Courage and conviction.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Alright. Let's look around.
There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example.
Whee!
A massive pipe, perhaps iron or lead. Presumably it transports something from the town into one of the caves down here. And probably, I really, really don't want to know what it is.
Meh.
Someone had to install the pipes down here. How did they get into the underground? And even more importantly, how did they get back out?
Are you sure they did, though?
Back in the White Ridge Mountains, I had to listen to long lectures by the cellar master about different types of stone and minerals. Can't really claim that I listened all that attentively, but that looks like a coal vein to me. Back in the White Ridge Mountains, how does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo drum, I'd play it all day long, at night. And then others would throw it in the trash. Ah, got it. Yeah. I don't feel like playing. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. Maybe it's a symbol warning visitors about the evil in the hole. Or maybe it keeps the evil trapped down there. There are ancient symbols that can do just that.
It looks like a monkey with a banana on its bottom.
The hole is eerie. Whenever you get close, it feels like icy fingers are reaching for you. Rémi will be fine. He's tough, he's smart, brave, everything a hero should be. And nothing ever happens to heroes. Hopefully.
Just like how nothing ever happens to Wilbur. Alright.
Ah! What the heck? Hey! What's the big idea? Did you build this trap?
Wait.
I'd love to, but I'm stuck.
Wait. That's the robot from the tutorial.
Hey! Stop that!
What
Stop
the-
that! Are you nuts?
That's the robot from the tutorial.
Hey, little fella. I could use some help here. Hello? I think
It's
it's
the
trying to hide
tutorial
from me.
robot.
I probably scared it. An old rope, still in pretty good shape. I can't quite reach.
Oh, come on, Wilbur.
It doesn't respond to me. Maybe it just wants to sit the whole thing out.
Alright. Cool.
Got it. The hamster wheel has the right weight, but it's too unwieldy to throw with the rope. I'll tie the stick to the rope. Done.
Fully functional hamster wheel.
The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it.
Okay. My question is why you would want to do that. Okay.
I wonder if I... No. Even if I could catch it with a lasso, it doesn't look strong enough to pull me out of here.
Lasso.
Yep. Still too light. The hamster wheel has the right weight. I don't know how deep the hole is. My feet can't touch the ground anyway. I'm a gnome. I'm not sliding in any deeper, but I can't get out either. I'm stuck, like a cork in a bottle.
That seems awesome. I should be able to do something.
Hey, you! Hi there! I just want... and approximately fist-sized stone. That would really hurt if it hit me in the face.
Here we go.
I hope it stays on. Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Great. And now, the old heave-ho.
There you go. Good, Wilbur.
That got it. Hey, wait. I'm not going to hurt you. The rope held me once. Maybe it can again.
Why is the tutorial robot here? Why is the tutorial robot here? What? Alright. Well, we're gonna take a break right here. Oh my god, like, look at all this space under sea stone. Like, what is this? And what's in the hole? I wanna know. This is... What? Awesome. So anyway. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later.